Okay, the last important thing I want to talk about is Drosophila food. There's a lot of different kinds of Drosophila food, and there's a lot of different recipes, and it's an important and foundational part of our research. Two different kinds of Drosophila food that we use in this lab, specifically yellow food and brown food. You want to make sure that you're using the correct kind of food for whatever research project that you're doing. You also want to be really careful. So we primarily use yellow food. You want to be really careful with your food before you use it. And you want to make sure that you're looking at it carefully before you use it to make sure that it's all right. There's a couple of important things you want to look out for. Number one is if your food is too dry, you'll get an effect like this, where the food will begin to pull away from the side of the vial, which makes it unusable and bad. It's too dry. Another possibility is that the food will be too wet, especially if it's being in the fridge. You'll be able to see little drops of water inside. Our food comes in trays that look like this, 100 vials each, and it will have a date on the front. You want to make sure that you're using relatively recent food. You also want to make sure that you're using food that looks consistent. So you want to take a look across the tray, make sure that the food's all of a relatively similar consistency, that you don't have any huge variations in height, because you want your experiment to be as consistent as possible.